Good day. It is December the 24th, Christmas Eve, and not a creature is stirring, not even a mouse. Doesn't rhyme with 24th, but oh well. Anyways, today we're continuing John 8, doing verses 14 through 18, and Proverbs 24. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you want. And we begin John 8 and 14. Jesus told them, "These claims are valid, even though I make them about myself, for I know where I come from, and where I am going, but you don't know this about me." 15. You judge me by human standards, but I don't judge anyone. 16. If I did, my judgment would be correct in every respect, because I am not alone. The Father who sent me is with me. 17. Your own law says that if two people agree about something, then witnesses is accepted as facts. 18. I am one witness, my Father who sent me is the other. Jesus is still in the temple, probably in the woman's court, telling them, and he's getting some people quite mad. Verse 14, Jesus told him, "These claims are valid even though I make them about myself, for I know where I came from and where I'm going, but you don't know this about me. These are truths in which he alone can testify. They didn't know it about themselves, much less him. He came from the Father." 15. You judge me by human standards, but I don't judge anyone. You condemn me by the fleshly standards, what you want, not necessarily righteousness. I don't judge. 16. If I did, my judgment will be correct in every respect, because I am not alone. The Father who sent me is with me. But even if I were to judge, it would be correct. But you don't, even if, I do have authority, I do have the authority to judge, but it's not my mission to judge. Not yet, anyway. 17. Your own law says that if two people agree about something, their witness is accepted as fact. Yes, your law. They were jealous of the law. The witness of two establishes something. That's in Deuteronomy 19 and 15 and 17 and 6. Two men true. And how about two men make it true? How about two divine witnesses, like him and the Father? And 18. I am one witness, and my Father who sent me is the other. I, by my works and words, and my Father, he who sent me. He's telling him his authority on earth, where it comes from, what his mission is. And his works testify to this, and the way he talks testifies to this. Proverbs 24. Be not envious of evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Don't worry about what other people have, especially evil people. All they want to do is destroy and steal. 3 and 4. Through wisdom is the house builded, and understanding is established, and knowledge are the chambers filled, and by knowledge the chambers are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. You have to know what you're doing. 5 and 6. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. 6. For with wise advice thou shalt make war, and a multitude of counselors there is safety. Get wise advice. 7. Wisdom is unattainable to a fool as corals. He opens his mouth not in the gate. Corals, you have to dive deep, and it's hard to get. And that's just as hard as for a fool to get wisdom. Also, he's not allowed to open his mouth in the gate. The gate of the city is where the business was mainly conducted. Transactions were done, settlements were reached, judgments were made. and they decided who can come into the city and who can leave into the city and all that sort of stuff. That's where the main business of the city was done. 8. He devises to do evil. He that devises to do evil, men shall call him a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small indeed. 11. Deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, wilt thou forbear to rescue? If thou sayest, Behold, we knew not this, does not he that weigheth the hearts consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, does he not know it? And shall not he render every man according to his works? You can't say you don't know when you do. You can't go, oh, I didn't see. You know, you can't have a willful blind eye. Because God will know. 13 and 14. My son, eat thou honey for it is good, and the honeycomb is sweet to the taste. So know in wisdom to be unto thy soul. If thou hast found it, there shall be a future, and thy hope shall not be cast off. Wisdom is to the soul as honey is to the taste. And if you find it, you should have a good future. 15. Lie not in wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. For the righteous man falleth 7 times, and rises up again, but the wicked stumble under adversity. Do not attack the righteous. They will not be defeated. 17. Rejoice not when thy enemy falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumbleth. Even if he's your enemy, do not be happy when he falls. Lest Yahweh see it and displease him, and he turns wrath away from him. God says, he had enough. 19. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious of the wicked. For there shall be no future to the evil man. The lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Yeah, don't be envious of what evil people have. They're going to get their due. 21. My son, fear thou Yahweh and the king, and meddle not in them that are given to change. In other words, those who are mercantile in business, business in their moods. Yeah, don't go with them. 22. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them for both? And they're going to get ruined quickly. 23. These also are the sayings of the wise, that respect to persons in judgment is not good. He that saith to the wicked, Thou art righteous, people shall curse him. Nations shall execrate him. 25. But to them that decide justly shall be delight, and good blessing shall come upon them. If you judge rightly, people are going to be delighted. If you don't, they shall curse you. 26. He kisses the lips that giveth the right answer. God, it will please God when you do justly. 27. Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thy house. Get things ready first. 28. Be not a witness against thy neighbor without cause, and deceive not with thy lips. Say not, I will do to him as he has done to me. I will render a man according to his work. Don't do paybacks. God will handle it. 30. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. In other words, he was lazy and dumb. 31. And lo, it was all grown over with thistles. The face thereof was covered with nettles, and the stone thereof was broken down. It went to seed. 32. Then I beheld, and considered well, and I saw and received instruction. I looked at it, and I saw, oh, that's why it happened. Yea, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding the hands asleep. The guy was lazy. He didn't get out of bed. So that poverty comes as a runner. It'll come quickly. And thy want as an armed man. And things that you need will disappear like they were stolen. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2990, 810-242-2990. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.